Oh, that's better. What a beautiful day. Good morning, folks off YouTube. My name's Ian and welcome to my channel. I've got a jumper on. It's that cold. Well, relatively speaking for me. Beautiful day though. Temperature, according to that, it's not too bad. It's like about 8 degrees. But yeah, all the ash from the fireplace. That's hard. Get that. Well, let's start today. We'll make some space. We'll see. We'll see if we can get that working, or if it's just scrap. And it's dry, so I can do it outside. Oh, it's dry. Does that mean I can do another aluminium burn? Just walk out of here, Ian. Just walk out of here. Shut door on it. Let's go inside and have a cup of tea. Right, so we've been in, we've had our cup of tea, and it's time to come out, time to get my hair on. So, yes, still fresh. I've got the fire on. Let's see if you can look at the chimney there. Really not putting any smoke out. That's good. Means we're up to temperature. Right. Let's try some of these things I fetched home last night. It's funny how things look a lot worse in the daylight than when you pick them up. Right. I weren't going to do this in the garage, as I said, because I don't know what was going to happen. So, I've got the extension lead out, but we don't know if this extension lead works. So, we're going to get ourselves a pane of hurt here. Plug that in. Nothing. Oh, that works. Drops in that way. Rolls out that way. Let's see if we can prove that to you. Let's get something. What have we got? Something that'll flap about. That'll flap about. Alright, you've convinced everybody it works. What do we do with it? And what do we do with the big blower? Well, to be quite honest, the motor's probably more useful to me than anything else. I can see a capacitor there, so it's a cap run motor. Do we need a big blower? Do you think we can sell a big blower? Do we just scrap it? Oh, decisions. If I scrap it, it's gone. Bear in mind, somebody's thrown that away. They didn't want it. I've got it. They didn't want it. I don't want it. Well, there might be somebody out there who does want it. What would I get out of it? If I keep the motor, I'm only going to get £1 in scrap. I'll stick it on Marketplace off. £10, 10 times my money. Have it sitting here for ages. People, tens of phone calls, messages saying, have you still got it? Is it still available? Will you take £1.50? No, it's up for £10. I put it up for £10, so I can go for £10. If I wanted £1.50, I'd have put it up for £1.50, and then they would have offered me 50 pence, because they like that on Marketplace. Decisions. No, we've decided it's scrap. We'll keep the motor. We'll keep the motor. Why keep the motor? We'll take it bits. Right. Let's have a look at this. Well, it's got a wonky wheel. It's got a busted wheel. So, you know, you never know. I might be able to get that. Oh no, it's completely busted off that side. It's fixable if I want to go to the trouble. What we want to know is, does it work? Was it 10 volts or was it 240? Right, it's 240 volts. So first of all, we get some power on it and see if the fan works. And then we get some gas to it and see if it fires up. Tension leads in. Is it plugged in? I don't know. We'll find out. We switch this on. Well, that's nothing's happening there. Nothing's happening there. Oh, well, the fan's working. That's a start. There, fan's working. Right. Now the hard part. Now the very hard part. What's in here? Out some cold air there. We need to get some gas to that. And simple's enough. I've got some pipes in here, and I've got a tub of brass fittings, which I think are behind there. Well, it might be around here. Might be in there. Could be. Right. Step back. They could be under there. In fact, they could be anywhere. So I'll do some searching. You never know what we might find. I'll see you in about, I don't know, 2 days. Well, it's taking a bit of time, but I think it's time well spent, because we've managed to, well, uncover 3 boxes of cables, so I'm consolidating all them. I need to go through them, but that does get rid of that lot. Space. Well, we've only got space because we've got it outside, haven't we? We've uncovered what I wanted. I knew exactly where it were. Oh ye doubters, oh ye of little faith. There's my box of fittings with PTFE in. But as I pull back there, your eagle eyes, the more astute of you, may say, whoa, you've actually got a pipe there with some gas fittings on. So we can get that out without causing a scrap avalanche. Where's that come from? Well, I know where it's come from. I've just got it from there, but I mean, I don't remember having that. Carry on. Right, we've got that. I had high hopes on this one as well. That turned out to be the female side of it. So let's see if that will fit on the end of that. And it's not looking very promising, is it? No, not in the slightest. So it's going to have to be, see that? No. It's going to have to be that bag of fittings coming out. Well, this is turning out to be one of those I wish I hadn't started kind of things. So I have gone through a veritable multitude of fittings. The only thing I could find, which I thought, yeah, ideal, was this, which seated perfectly in there. Okay. This, which of course has got the little notch in, which tells you it's for propane, and it appears to be exactly the right size, but will not screw on for love nor money. No, it's not doing. So I've not looked on that side. The thread could be damaged, I don't know yet. So I got some plumbing fittings out, none of them worked. These are tending to be for ooh, that chances. See if that'll screw on. So we've done some pondering. I've had 5 minutes out there doing some pondering, and I think, because I only want to test it, might not work. So I think the best thing to do is just give me the idea, is just to stick some pipe over there like that. Stick some pipe over. Jubilee clip over that, smaller one, and just connect it to the gas propane furnace equipment, because it's all set up. So unscrew that off there. No, unscrew that off there, and get some sort of big to little adapter. There's got to be something in here. Big to little adapter. I know, I like big to little, isn't it? So Messin. Oh dear, it's 2:45, 10 to 3 now. All we've done is play. Well, we've done a bit of tidying up, but we've done is play. That's got no scrapping done. No scrapping means no space being made in the shed. So we're going to stop playing. I'm going to faff around with this. We're going to use the gas torch, heat the end of that up, squeeze it over there, put the Jubilee clip on, figure a way of connecting that end to that end, fire it up, and either sell it or scrap it. You've got to be lucky and laugh sometime. How do you get that there? Stick that there, stick that there, put my knee around it, and get the end of that warmed up a bit. Get your end warmed up before you stick it in. Be careful here, I'm a little bit close. Take that over end of there. Focus. Right, so with a bit of heat on that, we've got it right up to tilt. We'll get the Jubilee clip over it. We should be, boom, winning. Okay, we're switched on. We've got a bit of pressure on, not a lot. Don't know how much pressure we need. Can't smell any gas coming out there. Does it have to be switched on? Oh, So you've got to press that in. And ignition. Right. Hey then. You know what I mean? I've cleaned it all up now. Advertise it. Broken wheel. Right, better have a look online and see what they're going for. Now to turn it round, point it into the shed. Whoa! Toasty! Or is it coming off the fire? Ah well, it's working. Whoa, it's gone out. Well, there's probably definitely something amiss. Gotta push it in, fire it up, fires up straight away, goes out, keeps going out. Don't know. I think it's got something to do with that valve. So I might take the cap off, take the valve off, clean it out. Could be a bit of dirt in the pipeline. All I know really is I have now brought myself home a problem. A problem until I decide to just scrap it. Or sell, as is. I've got a video of it working, haven't I? Right. Well, it's got to be said I'm not happy with myself. It's now 20 to 4. You could catch the clock there. And we've got nothing done really. Bit of tidying up, bit of consolidating of some stuff. I think the next step for me is sort out this firewood. So I've got some burrs here, some hardwood burrs, softwood burrs. They need cutting up, putting in the drying spot, then I can burn them. I would normally do that on my bench, but my bench is, and bear in mind I was only on that bench last night, my bench has disappeared. So we'll have it back tonight because I'm just going to cut all that lot up. No messing, no filming, just wham bam, thank you ma'am. Right. We've set the chop saw up there. I don't know what you can tell, but it is actually, we've got a bucket at the side to put some stuff in. We've got the outlet going into a box. We'll just cut that up. You can't tell, but it's starting to go. Sun's starting to go down. So we've got stuff to put back. That, I hate you. We've lost today, but we've played, and sometimes all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, but in this case Ian makes Ian a dull bloke. Well, I'm a dull bloke anyway, so it don't really matter. We're waffling on. I might just show you when I'm a bit tidier. So literally 2 minutes to chop all that lot up, with all the dust firing into the box. Very little coming to the shed. A bit more outside, we can sweep that up. Question is, do I burn the sawdust? I put it in a cardboard box, throw it in the fire. Waste not, want not. It's got to go somewhere. It either goes on the garden, on the soil, and ultimately compost, or I burn it. Whatever. Times are pressing on. Time is pressing on. We've got naff all done, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's cold. And this is hot water and whiskey, and quite diluted. A pink mouse, why not? Onwards and forwards. Oh, there's another one yet. Missed that. Do you know when you have a good idea? Well, when you think it's a good idea, it turns out might not be. Well, it's about time. I just move things around and tidied things up. Give myself a decent walkway. Now, I'm not too bothered about the wood, because by maybe this weekend, it's Friday today, by Sunday, I'll have probably burned all that wood. Get some more for next weekend. Lovely in here. Temperatures, 70 degrees, 22, nice. But I had the bandsaw there, and I can't use it because of where it is, but I thought, well, if I put it there, I can use it. You know, if I'm only cutting short stuff, lift it up. And every time I walk out, here, see that, sticking out? I catch my pants, and I've ripped my pants. And that's the third time. So, is that I'm a slow learner, do you think? Or do you think I need to, I don't know, cover it up like that? Hey, smart like a fox. Right, what time did I say it were? 5:20. My beloved's just shouted me for me dinner, lasagna. So I'll go and have that. We'll come back vitalised and refreshed, and we'll clear the bench. Oh, hang on, let's pause him. Cat Stevens. So, I'm kind of pleased with what I've done at the moment. But I'm going to tackle that next. Not going to show you. I'm just going to hit it like a whirlwind. Like a wrecking ball. But if we're going to do that, we need some, well, yep, hot water. Hot water. You having a laugh? You having a giraffe? Hot water? On its own? Yeah, my heck is having it on its own. I'm having some crack and roast coffee with it. And it's a bit like drinking coffee. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too nice. Oh look, Cat Stevens. I still could pour a bit more in without you seeing. Right. It's awfully. It is the trouble. It's awfully nice. Wow. Yeah, seems I've leaked a little. Seems I've dribbled on my bench. That won't do, will it? Right, back to Cat Stevens. Time away. 20 to 8. 20 minutes. See where we're up to. Not done any scrapping yet. I will do shortly. Well, we're definitely making headway. And how do we make headway? Well, we make bigger things smaller. So we've got the grinder somewhere. Ah, there it is. So that, cut the head off that. We've got this maiden. Chop, 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 chop. That, chop, chop, chop. That, chop, chop. We're cutting the cables off, winding them up. Deal with them at a later date. We're getting there. Yeah, I believe myself. Hey, let's make bigger things smaller. Oh, you don't like that. that's how we rock and roll. The problem is, I'm now gonna, I've seen a knob I like. Now, a knob that may come in useful. You know what's happening, it ain't coming out. So this knob is useless to me. Don't know where my hammer is. I will resort to a claw hammer. Scrap. I can't have too many knobs in here, as you know, and me being the biggest. So we're just making things smaller, like this. How do you deal with this? Simples. Simples. Make it smaller. Smaller. No subtlety in it, it's just making it smaller. Oh, look at all them goodies. Seems I got an handle on that, didn't I? Right. So that's doable because that's now got screws in it. Which means I can take those screws out. And the tiny screws at that. Because that is going to then give us brass. No finesse. Now I was watching Chris. The ultimate recycler, today. He was taking apart. Oh, that's very posh, isn't it, Ian? He was taking apart a bread maker. And he did it, I should put it, less Neanderthal than I've done it. And I'm thinking to myself, Ian, I'm doing this and half of the screws are not coming out. I'm thinking, well, he did that very deftly, neatly, tidily. And I was thinking to myself, did he have as much fun? But maybe Chris doesn't have the need for such expression of violence. Let's carry on making big things smaller. This is getting in my way. That's got to be easy. Easy peasy, that one. Get my lid on. And watch your ears. Well, you got the gist, haven't you? Where's my blade gone? It's there. So, never work without one of them. because that can happen. And it wasn't the roast coffee, telling you now. It's I don't know, making bigger things smaller. That's what does it. Right, need to go and wipe me, you know what I mean. Okay, right, well the thing is, when you've had a, well, I wouldn't say catastrophic failure because it's remained intact. You'll find that the top nut and the bottom nut will have jammed together. So you've got to get a key and take off the middle bit. It's iron, so it'll go in the iron tub. You've got to look at silver cloud in every lining, every silver cloud in every lining. You've got to get it where you can get it. Right. I was obviously a little cack-handed with that, weren't I? So we need to be a bit more careful. Oh, there'll be no more Ian in this shed. Right, I'm going to carry on making big things smaller. Well, what can I say? I've just had an hour's chat with my friends on Hangouts or, you know, Facebook Messenger, whatever you call it. And I think we'll call it a night. So, not tomorrow. Cut that up, cut that up, cut that up. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner, wow, we've still got a light on. We've still got a light on. No light on. Space, the final frontier. Kind of feels wrong to be able to walk in a straight line. Right, that's been Ian in his shed on a Friday. Hope you've enjoyed what I've been up to. Tomorrow, less frivolity, more getting stuck in. See you soon. Take care now.